Our top story, 140 people have been detained in Moscow on suspicion of having ties to Islamic extremist groups. Security services saying they swooped in on a prayer house that they believe was visited by people involved in Northern Caucasus militant organizations. RT's Maria Finoshin is on top of the story for us. She joins us now with more. So what exactly has been going on in this raid that happened just in the south of the Russian capital?
Well, we are hearing that 140 people have been detained in southern part of Russia's capital, Moscow, for suspected ties with extremist Islamist organizations, and more than 30 of them are reported to be foreigners, although we don't know what countries they're coming from or which nationalities they are. That's following a special operation by Russia's Federal Security Service that we are hearing is continuing at this very moment right now in that part of Moscow. The detention has happened at the time when believers gathered in one of residential areas in that part of Moscow for their Friday prayer. As we know, the most important prayer for all Muslims. It hasn't been in a mosque. We know that that building is situated in the residential area of Moscow, so apparently it was kind of an apartment, maybe private apartment that's been used as a chapel where believers have been gathering to pray. Police is saying that most of those who've been regularly attending this place have later joined the ranks of militant groups active in Northern Caucasus in Russia, and some of them have been involved in preparing and carrying out extremist and terror attacks in Russia. Police is saying that at least five of those who were arrested in 2011 for connection with terror attacks carried out before in Russia were visiting this place in southern part of Moscow. So definitely police has had traces of these people and has been following them for quite some time.
Now, Masha, this all coming at a time when extremism and terrorism is something that's very much on the forefront of international headlines. Even Vladimir Putin discussed it yesterday during his nationwide Q&A session, talking about the need for better cooperation and security between the United States and Russia. Do you think that factors at all into the timing of this operation?
I don't think that there is a connection between what happened in Boston and what happened in Moscow today. Terrorism is a global threat, and Russia is in many countries all across the world that's become a victim of terrorists. Many people have died in numerous terror attacks in Russia, and clearly this operation didn't start yesterday. It's been for some time continuing, because obviously before being detained, these people have been searched and followed by police and Federal Security Service, but that only proves that counter-terrorism operation in Russia is continuing, and terrorism remains a big and serious threat for Russia as well as for the entire world.
All right, Maria Finoshin live for us in Moscow. Thanks for that report.